I have never met anyone who has as much patience with me as I have with myself. That is why I live alone. Solitude is a form of loyalty to one's own disgust. Cioran's vision of solitude is not the romantic isolation of poets or mystics. It is a kind of existential quarantine. To him, solitude is not escape but endurance, the act of remaining faithful to the truth of one's own repulsion. In this short, cutting aphorism, he reveals that being alone is not about serenity, but about integrity. One lives alone because one can no longer bear to perform the pantomime of social optimism, nor to dilute the lucidity that comes from despising one's own illusions. Cioran's phrase, "patience with myself," is laced with irony. It's self-tolerance, the kind of grim patience that one might show toward a chronic illness. He recognizes that his own consciousness is the source of his torment and that only in solitude can he confront it honestly, without anesthetic. To live alone, then, is not narcissism, but a refusal to lie. Society demands masks, small talk, enthusiasm. Solitude strips those away, leaving the raw, unspectacular endurance of being. The final sentence. Solitude is a form of loyalty to one's own disgust, is one of the most devastating lines in modern philosophy. It suggests that isolation is not merely a condition, but a commitment. To remain alone is to remain true to the insight that human existence, when stripped of illusions, is absurd and often revolting. In that sense, solitude becomes a moral stance. One refuses to betray the truth of one's own awareness for the comfort of company. Cioran belongs to a lineage of thinkers, Schopenhauer, Nietzsche, Kierkegaard, who saw solitude as the crucible of authenticity. But where Schopenhauer sought refuge in contemplation and Nietzsche in self-overcoming, Cioran finds only the quiet dignity of despair. His solitude is neither noble nor redemptive, is simply honest. The edge in his thought comes from this refusal to mythologize loneliness. He doesn't ask us to find meaning in it, only to endure it with style, as one endures a terminal diagnosis. To read Cioran is to confront the idea that solitude is not a symptom to be cured, but a truth to be accepted. The world's noise, its social rituals and moral crusades, are merely distractions from the unbearable intimacy of consciousness. In that silence, one encounters not enlightenment, but the purity of disillusionment, the cold peace of having nothing left to pretend.